In this video, we're going to cover the other infinite discontinuity. In the last video, we covered a graph that looks something like that, and we found the area under the curve from 1 to infinity. So this had to do with a horizontal asymptote. So we found the area here, and then we would integrate from 1 to infinity, 1 over x dx. In this video, we're going to cover the same graph, but now we're going to talk about the area under the curve from the vertical asymptote, so x equals 0, to some value, let's say 1. So we would find the area in here. So same idea. The only difference now is we are approaching 0, in this case from the right-hand side. So for the first one, what you're going to need to do is just check for a vertical asymptote. So this function is 1 over the cubed root of x. If we set the bottom equal to 0, we get the vertical asymptote of x equals 0. So we can't plug in 0, but we can approach 0 from either side. But in this case, we're going to approach it from the right-hand side because I'm going from 0 to 1. So we've got the limit as a goes to 0 from the right, and it's going to go from a to 1, and then we have x to the negative 1/3 power. Raise it up by 1, divide by new power, so we get the limit. So it's going to be x to the 2/3, but then we divide by 2/3, which gives me 3/2. I'm going to plug in my bounds, so we've got the limit. 1 to the 2/3 is just 1, so I just get 3/2 when I plug in 1. And then we take away 3/2 a to the 2/3 power. I can drop out the limit once I plug in. Remember, for a one-sided limit, you are simply just plugging in the value. So I'm just plugging in 0. So when I plug in 0, all of this goes to 0. 3/2 minus 0, which is 3/2. For this one, I'm looking at the function. Again, my vertical asymptote here is x equals 0. So we need to do a limit as a goes to 0 from the right-hand side. We go from a to 3, and this is x to the negative 3 dx. We raise it up by 1. So I get x to the negative 2, divide by the new power, and I have my bounds. I plug in. I'm going to simplify this a little bit first. So we've got the limit as a goes to 0 from the right, negative 1/2, and then x squared on the bottom. Now I'm going to plug in. So we get negative 1/2 times 9, so negative 1/18, minus, actually becomes plus because you're subtracting a negative, and then we get 1/2a squared, but a is 0, so we get that. So this would go to infinity, so this diverges. Remember, as long as one piece diverges, the whole thing diverges. This one's a little tricky. It is an improper integral. You don't have the infinity in the bounds, nor do you have the asymptote as one of the bounds. It's embedded in the bounds. So our vertical asymptote here, again, is 0. We have 1 over x cubed. X cannot be 0. That's my vertical asymptote. So I'm going to set up two integrals. We're going to go from negative 1 to 0, and then 0 to 2. I'm going to start with a. So we go from negative 1 to 0, again, 0 to 2. So I start off on the left-hand side of 0. So it's a goes to 0 from the left-hand side. It's negative 1 to 0, but I'm going to plug in a. We have x to the negative 3 dx. And then the other bound becomes plus the limit as a goes to 0, or I should say b. As b goes to 0 from the right, and we go from b to 2. We raise it up by 1, divide by the new power. So we get x to the negative 2 over negative 2. So this is negative 1 over 2 times 1 over x squared, negative 1 to a. This is just this one right here. So I'm going to plug in the a, plug in the minus 1. So we get the limit as a goes to 0 from the left. So it's negative 1 over 2 a squared minus, but it will become plus, and then 1/2 times 1, like that. So this would plug in the 0 here. This is going to go to infinity. So this is going to diverge. This is a half. Now I didn't even work this side out yet. I don't need to, because this diverges. Okay, for number 4, we have a double improper integral. So double improper. For this one, we have both cases. We have the vertical asymptote here, and then we have the infinity there. So what you want to do here is set up 2 integrals. So we're going to go from 0 to some value, and then some value to infinity. I chose 1, so I'm going to go from 0 to 1, and then 1 to infinity. So let's go ahead and integrate this. This is a u sub. I'm going to let u equal root x. du is 1/2 x to the negative half dx. So 2 du. And then this is 1 over root x du. We could bring up the root x. And then also make note here, if I square u, I get u squared equals x. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to do the first one. So I'm going to keep this as dx, so it's 2 root x du over root x stays, and then x is u squared, so u squared plus 1. That cancels, that cancels. So this is an arctan, so we're going to get 2 arc tan of u, but u is x squared. No, I'm sorry, u is root x. So arctan of root x. We're going to do the limit. This is my issue here. So as a goes to 0 from the right-hand side, and we're going to go from 0 to 1, so a to 1. If I plug in my bounds, arctan of 1 is pi over 4. So we're going to get limit as a goes to 0 from the right. So it's 2 arctan of 1 minus 2 arctan of root a. Let me do the other side. The integration is exactly the same. The only thing that changes is the bounds. So it's going to be the limit as a goes to, or b, sorry, as b goes to infinity. And it's going to be 2 arctan of root x. and my bounds here are from 1 to infinity, so it's going to be from 1 to b. If I plug in my bounds, we're going to get 2 arctan of b, and then minus 2 arctan of 1, like that. So this ends up canceling. So I have negative 2 arctan of a. I'm going to plug in the 0. So arctan of 0 is 0. So this is 0 plus b. I should have a limit here for this one. The limit as b goes to infinity. So this is arctan of infinity. Arctan of infinity is pi over 2. So this goes to pi over 2. And then pi over 2 times 2 is pi. So this converges. For number 5, our vertical asymptote here would be x equals 4. So I'm going to be approaching 4 from the left-hand side. So we've got the limit. As b goes to 4 from the left, we're going to go from 1 to 4, so 1 to b. I would do this simply as a u sub. We could let u be equal to 4 minus x. du is negative dx, so negative du is dx. So it's u to the negative 2/3 dx, which is du, and I need a negative. I'm just going to throw out in front there. So we raise it up by 1. So we get u to the 1/3. So we get u to the 1/3. Divide by 1/3, which is the same as multiplying it by 3 with the negative. And again, we've got the limit as b goes to 4 from the left. I'm going to plug back in for the u, so I'm going to hold off on the bounds for 1 second. Limit as b goes to 4 from the left, negative 3u, which is 4 minus x, to the 1/3, and then we're going to go from 1 to b. I plug in, so I've got the limit as b goes to 4 from the left, so negative 3, 4 minus b to the 1/3 minus, so plus 3, 4 minus 1 to the 1/3. So let's see what that gives us. I'm plugging in 4. Again, one-sided limit, just plug in the value. This goes to 0 plus 3 times the cube root of 3. So this is going to be 3 cube root of 3, which we would say converges. And then for the last one, I'm not going to integrate this. Remember, we used integration by parts. So I'm going to skip to the part I told you guys. I think you should memorize it. ln of 0, we can't do. ln of 1 is 0. So this is the asymptote. So we're going to approach 0 from the right-hand side. So the limit as a goes to 0 from the right. So we go from 0 to 1. So I go from a to 1 ln of x dx. So again, we used integration by parts to do this. So remember, we're going to get x ln of x minus x. My bounds are from a to 1. So I've got the limit as a goes to 0. So 1 ln of 1, which is just 0, because ln of 1 is 0. So 0 minus 1 minus, we get a ln of a minus a. And this becomes 0 when I plug in. This is -1, so I've got -1 plus or minus, doesn't matter, minus 0. Now I need to deal with this. So it's a ln of a as a goes to 0 from the right hand side. So we get that 0 times infinity idea. So we can turn this into a L'Hopital. So ln of a over 1 over a. Let's check that to make sure that that works. So this would be infinity over infinity. So this does work. So I'm going to do L'Hopital limit as a goes to 0 from the right. Ln of a, remember we do u prime over u. So we get 1 over a for the top over, this is a to the -1, so we're going to get -1 a to the -2. So I've got the limit as a goes to 0 from the right, 1 over a. I'm going to put the negative up here, 1 over a squared, state change flip, a squared over 1. You get a or negative a. I lost track of a negative in there. I believe it's negative a. But anyways, doesn't matter. You plug in, we get 0. So plus 0, which gives me -1. So this converges.